Activity 3.10. Collect sample of same metal, put small pieces of the samples in beakers half filled with cold water. Which metals reacted with cold water? Sodium and potassium. Did any metal produce fire on water? Sodium will produce fire on water. Does any metal start floating after some time? Calcium. Metals that did not react with cold water, magnesium. For metals that did not react with hot water, arrange the apparatus and observe their reaction with steam. Aluminium, iron and zinc, they will react with steam to form oxide, give hydrogen gas. Metals, gold, silver, lead, copper, these metals will not react with steam. Now this is the arrangement. Metal kept is heated in the presence of water, and whatever gas is formed is collected in this test tube by the downward displacement of water. So metals react with water and they produce metal oxide and hydrogen gas. Now metal oxides which are soluble in water will further dissolve in water to form metal hydroxide. That is, metal oxide plus water will form metal hydroxide. Now all metals do not react with water. Sodium and potassium will react violently with cold water. In case of sodium and potassium, the reaction is violent and exothermic. Exothermic means during the reaction, heat energy is given out. So when potassium and sodium react with water, potassium forms potassium hydroxide, sodium forms sodium hydroxide. Hydrogen gas is evolved. Such a large amount of heat is evolved that whatever hydrogen gas is given out during the reaction catches fire. The reaction of calcium with water is less violent. The heat evolved is not sufficient for hydrogen to catch fire. In this reaction also heat is evolved, but amount of heat evolved is less, so hydrogen produced will not catch fire in this case. So calcium reacts with water to form calcium hydroxide and hydrogen gas is given out. Now these hydrogen gas bubbles of these hydrogen gas, they stick to the surface of calcium, because of which calcium starts floating. So calcium starts floating because the bubbles of hydrogen gas stick to the surface of the calcium metal. Magnesium will not react with cold water, does not react with cold water. Instead it reacts with hot water to form magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen gas is given out. It also starts floating due to the bubbles of hydrogen gas sticking to its surface. Now metals like aluminium, iron and zinc do not react either with cold water or hot water, but they react with steam to form metal oxide and hydrogen. Now aluminium and iron, they are reacting with the steam. Now here in this equation it can be seen that water is in gaseous state. Gaseous state means aluminium and iron are reacting with the steam, and aluminium and iron are forming their oxides. Aluminium is forming Al2O3 plus hydrogen, iron is forming Fe3O4 plus hydrogen gas. So other metals like sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, they were forming the hydroxide and giving hydrogen gas, but aluminium and iron, they are reacting to give oxide and hydrogen gas. Now metals such as lead, copper, silver and gold do not react with water at all, means they will neither react with cold water nor hot water nor steam. Lead, copper, silver and gold. What happens when metals react with acids? Metals, when they react with acid, they will give salt and hydrogen gas is evolved.